Hello, my loves. Welcome back to Magic with Melly. So, if you're new here, just to let you know, I'm a tarot reader. I have cleft hands, and so that's a little about me. I have 7 fingers on each hand. I'm a double leg amputee, and I'm a card reader, intuitive, empath, crystal healer, stone medicine, holistic healer, psychic, whatever you want to call it. I have a message for you from the Weird Cat Tarot. I'm so excited to share space. It's a reminder of how magical you are. And thank you for trusting in my magic. Let's see what's here for a collective to know. We are protected, we are loved, we are respected. No evil or weapons of evil shall come towards me or my collective or their surroundings. We have a Knight of Swords. And Death reverse. Beetles could be significant for you here, or you may have a pet cat, but beetles is definitely giving someone like a misunderstood sort of a resilience, misunderstood resilience. I'm hearing the misunderstood or the misguidance part is coming to an end. But like you learned a lot maybe in this energy. 6 of Swords. Probably a lot of outside looking in. And now you're more inside looking out. Whatever that means for you, I think is like something to do with alignment. This outside looking in energy is kind of like giving Outcast. You might enjoy that group, musical group, but may you just resonate with taking a dive. It's artistically. Sometimes this like I was saying, this outside looking in energy, maybe you have a hard time fitting in, and it's like, honey, you're not supposed to fit in. You're meant to be yourself. That's beautiful. Being you is beautiful. We have Queen of Cups reverse. With the King of Pentacles. Someone's pretty sure about you. They're like wanting to romance you. But something about this King of Pentacles and Queen of Cups being reversed is giving. They're really feeling into their situation. They're like, man, I don't have the finances, or man, I don't have the energetic capacity or the physical capacity to make room for this. But yet they're pushing on that comfort where like they're just like, I need to make room. Can I make room? They're like, someone's stressing. But I'm also getting dressing up. Someone wanting to get dressed up. This could be, oh my goodness, someone could be interested in lingerie or just getting really formal, like going somewhere where you have to look really nice, but then they also want to just have fun with you. Maybe when you plan these things out, let your person know. Dress comfortable, dress good. You may even pick the outfits for your person. or kind of have things more planned out. You can give them little surprises. Surprises are not a bad thing unless they're like sabotage or yeah. Someone's feeling like a fool, a clown, because maybe they didn't appreciate you or recognize you initially. Maybe they went towards something like totally the opposite, and it's like they took their words at face value, but did their words really actually hold value? Words are vibrations, but there are individuals who don't meet their word. I'm hearing like take every word with a grain of salt until someone has proven that they can maintain or keep their word. Otherwise, their word means nothing. Actions speak louder than words. Someone needs this reminder. Someone could be around a sweet talker, and a sweet talker is making you look like a clown. Because you believe what they say, because what they say sounds good, what they say sounds perfect, but it's like they're creating an illusion based off an ideal that they're thinking that you want, when you just want the honesty. You can work with it if it's honest, but you can't work with it if it's like too ideal or too inauthentic. And then you start to like distrust it. Some of you though, you are distrusting something that is real. Some of you just maybe a theme for the collective is trust. How much has someone proven their trust for you? King of Pentacles comes out again. Someone wants to prove some things to you. Three of Swords is giving, though there was maybe a third person they were talking to, or a third person they were like connecting with or in a contract with, and it doesn't have to be another person. It could be like they just had another thing that they were putting their attention on that wasn't you, and you sensed it, and that pull away made someone insecure, and it delayed some progress here if it wasn't like properly communicated between the two. I'm also getting like sometimes the third energy is someone who is being intentionally like playing everyone like a pawn, trying to see like what they like, when it's obvious two people are interested in one another. And then it's like someone in maybe in a group setting or in a work setting likes to poke the bear and see how your reactions are, or your person's reactions are. You can resonate with the color pink and greens and lemonade or strawberries. Something about a baby stroller at the park. This King of Pentacles wants to be talked about. What are those like deep fried food you might really like? What are they called? I don't know, but the Empress is coming out reverse. And the Four of Cups reverse. The Empress right now is rejecting something that she's been asking for because she's like uncomfortable as to like whether or not this is it. Like she's having a hard time enjoying herself because she's like really in her mind. But the trouble is that the mind doesn't know the difference between like what's in the past, what's in the future, what's happening now. The mind only knows what you're telling it. So if you're telling it a memory of the past, it's going to think that you're in the past. It's going to have these feels about the past. So make sure not to bring like old energy to new spaces. Page of Wands. Yeah, definitely don't bring old energy to new spaces. We have a Five of Cups. More validation on that. Someone wants commitment here. We have the Hierophant. Tell us more about the Hierophant energy then. There's a blockage here, okay, because I pulled that out. That didn't just flip out. I pulled it. So let's see, there's a blockage here with the Hierophant. There's two fives. Five of Pentacles reverse and a Five of Swords upright. Oh, and there's another five back of the deck. You have 555, so that's going to be significant for someone. Someone may repeatedly be seeing that, or maybe it's your favorite number, or maybe you never really looked into angel numbers and now you're going to look into angel numbers. But with these fives is really given like this, there's blockages here, okay, and they're trying to undo these blockages. I'm hearing conditionings, and I'm also hearing like other people inserting fear into their energy. Just when they think they're gonna do something, it's like someone talks them out of it, and they're like, oh, well, what if, or this, that, what if. They were listening to this for some time, because yeah, fear does get the best of you, but sometimes it takes a lot of listening for you to just like wake up. And I think this person sort of woke up. We have the Devil reverse surrounding these three fives. It's like there was like a collaborative energy, and maybe it was misused. Or like a hidden agenda. This Five of Wands is giving like a group effort for me, but like with a negative context with it being reversed. And the Five of Swords is like someone wanted you to just be like in conflict. Like they just wanted you to be in fear and in conflict. And then Three of Pentacles is giving like when you have like I'm getting like with these strawberries, and like the way that the cat is looking at the strawberries is really giving like an admirer or someone who is inspired, or like their third eye is awakening. It's like when they're seeing certain experiences play the way they do, like they just have learned from it, and it's been fruitful, like juicy, as far as like the good's good, the bad's bad, like, and it's just like they just know it now. Like maybe they went through all their good, all their bad in this lifetime, and they like it either shook them awake, or they were awake through it and it just strengthened, it just solidified certain things. Some shadow work, you just working with the light and the dark, your shadow side. Don't swallow your pride too much when it comes to like shadow work, and like don't just think it's all behind you and things. Like there's healthy ways to work with your shadow. There are people who deserve your light and some who deserve your darkness. You know, apply that appropriately is what I'm getting from Spirit. Someone is having a hard time moving on because either people trigger you, or objects trigger you, places trigger you back to certain spaces that you don't like. It's like when you haven't seen a friend for a while and they're like, oh, how are you, and so, and you're like, I did not want to think about so. Just be careful about who you're catching up with, because sometimes they may they may be more aligned with your ex than they are aligned with you. So just be careful about connecting with mutuals in your time of like grieving or moving on. Someone wants to move on, or someone just wants a fresh start. Someone wants you to hear their word on something, because we have 4 of Swords. There's been contemplation. Ace of Cups, someone just knows that you're like the real deal, and someone like is having a hard time stepping forward because they have acted in this energy for a long time. They don't know how to act in the new energy. We have the 6 of Cups now, and it's like playful. Someone's like someone's playful. I don't know. 5 of Cups, Page of Wands, reverse, because like if they were to take this as seriously as you are right now, like it's just overwhelming for them because it just triggers too much in the past. So maybe I'm gonna step anywhere, step lightly until you know something's like solid. It's kind of like you don't know you're gonna step into quicksand until you step into it and you're like, great. Also, I realized that quicksand's not as dangerous as I thought it was growing up. It's a lot slower of a process, but when you're stuck, you're stuck. It's really given that. Two of Wands. Yeah, someone's just thinking about this, like long and hard about this. Like, how do I approach this? How do I approach this? And like the easiest way for them to approach it is lighthearted, playfully, flirtatiously, maybe. Just kind of feeling the feels, seeing if someone catches feels. I'm getting someone has already before even meeting you. The Emperor is coming up. The Empress was out earlier. Now the Emperor's reversed though. So it's like the Moon. This person's hiding it from you because they're scared. Like just like the quicksand, you just don't know until you step. Someone needs to just take a leap of faith towards the Sun. The Sun is back of the deck. Someone, you light up someone's world, and it's like they just don't know what to do with it. It's like life force energy. You literally like bring life to everything, and it's like this person's a little bit selfish because they are like seeing you spread your light all over. Like just like when it's daylight, it's like daylight's all about the sun. The sun, literally, like everything that you see around you, you're able to see it because the sun's out. And so this person is sort of selfish because they just want you to all to themselves, but they have to like get over their ego and let you just shine. And that's maybe hard for someone who's having a hard time with their own light themselves, and a variety of things. Maybe we have 6 of Wands, variety of things. Someone is maybe seeing a lot of misfortunes, and they have to heal and work through like that reasons why. Was it my lesson? Was it a blessing in disguise? Was it, yeah, lots of things. Was it for the stressin', for the dressin', for the blessing, or for the lesson? I don't know, all sorts of rhymes there. But we have the High Priestess. Someone needs to tap into their intuition more. It's like you may have a hard time listening to your intuition if you are receiving someone's dark side or someone's shadow. You may receive it and like only want to see the good in things. And that's not healthy for you to only see the good in things. You have to see everything, like all the angles about it, for you to make proper decisions for yourself. Some of you have wondered, like, you were so confident in a decision about someone, but you were just choosing to turn a blind eye, like wear rose-colored glasses and things. And Spirit saying, like, don't do this to yourself. Like, your intuition tells you the truth, and other people may, like, not be able to receive the truth well. So, like, just most things your intuition tells you is for you to know, and other things and your surroundings and all that to find out. It's just like you take with it with what, like, just take it with caution. Like, yeah, definitely don't just see the good in people. Like, what brought someone to the bad that they're experiencing in their life? What are they learning from it? Are they learning from it? Are they just suffering? Someone needs to be released into, like, a reality check. Ten of Pentacles. Someone, there's a Tower, and then there's Ten of Pentacles. Someone, like, wants, how do I word this? Like, it's like someone's seeing others play, and it's sort of like surrendering to the rules of the game, or like the notions that need to be applied. I'm hearing like strategy. I'm also hearing like, yeah, with the Tower card, it's like surrendering to what Source has in store for you, and you may have been very specific and thought it was here, but if Source is uplifting something, like uprooting something, pulling something out of your energy, let it, so that you can have room for what's meant to come into its place. Yeah, I'm hearing like, it's like a weed whacker kind of an energy. But it may help if you're a bit more intentional and acknowledge a little bit more. Maybe just like pay a little closer attention. Something about that song said trying to beef. I don't know, someone, when there's not a lot going on in someone's life, they tend to create drama in other people's lives. So take note of that, like when someone has too much time on their hands and they're just getting too involved. I had that message come through of like, it's a red flag, someone who's too involved. Like it may come across as, oh, they're being kind, or they're being really friendly, they're being really nice, but it's like, no, they're just in everyone's business because they don't have their own business to tap into. They don't have their own things to focus on. Someone who's like looking at you or your story so much tends to want to make the story theirs, or twist it in a way where they're more like, you know, they see you be main character, and then they're like, well, I want to be the main character, but they don't like write their own story. They hear your story and they twist it, and that's just someone's message. Maybe we have the Hermit card. Spending time just chilling, kind of understanding everything, and giving this like process time could be really significant for you. I'm hearing crown chakra, like literally the song. And someone's got a lot to say. But someone's got a lot to say about like maybe how inspired you are, or how inspired the situation got them. And like, it's not fair for you. I think they know that if you are their source of motivation, they need to like create that for themselves. But there is something that's initiated or ignited here, so it's like up to you. Do you tap in? Do you get like, I touched my light switch and I got shocked by it. So sometimes some things are abnormal, some clownish, foolish energy is really abnormal, and like, you just need to not judge a book by its cover, because literally if I told you all the baggage or all the flaws that I am having, you'd be like, no way. But then if you like kind of meet me exactly with my lessons and like where my heart is, you're like, oh yes, way. So like definitely just don't let someone's like one bad situation cloud all these, like don't get stuck on one detail. You may need to like learn more details, learn more about the person. Some of you, that's a really important step for you in dating, is like making sure you really know someone. If you're anywhere in my storyline, you may just really resonate with not knowing someone before dating them, kind of taking the first person who even was interested in you, and then you realize maybe that wasn't the best idea. Like there are some of you need to like have like remember that you have options and you can exert your options, but do it in a healthy way. You like don't just go for the first option, because the first option isn't always the like right one. Sometimes you are based off of old energy, you know, like just like some of you are going after something that is like quote unquote usually your type, but then you're like someone who's usually not your type might be your one. Sometimes some of you are like your type is toxic and you're like, you learn that, so you're gonna go for a different type. You have a King of Cups and a Three of Wands. Like someone is just curious because they never like experienced someone or something like you before. Could be because like they never experienced like your gender, or they never experienced your race, your ethnicity, your culture. They never experienced like your energy. Someone who holds an energy that they don't, something like this. Lots of learning. Also, it's getting hot in here. That song could be significant. Like someone maybe wants to take off their clothes, or you know, see you with your clothes off. I don't know. Pictures of you could be significant. That song, pictures of you, pictures of me, that could be significant. Someone's into like diamonds or jewelry. Someone really likes tea. Someone's on a diet or has like diet restrictions, or something about diet, like they need to change something about it towards healthier ways. A Toyota, a cruiser could be significant. BMWs could be significant. You could also shop at TJ Maxx. You could also even shop at Target. You may even prefer Target over Walmart, or Walmart over Target, or even recently talked about that or something like that. Someone needs to go on a walk, or literally just stand or sit outside for a few minutes longer than you usually do. Enjoy your tea or coffee a few minutes longer than you normally do. Something about reading an extra chapter, just like more enjoyment in your everydays, like surrendering. Like, so if something doesn't go your way, just trust that there's a better way, and your ego maybe not ready to explore the better way. Like, you may set an intention, but don't be so dead set on that intention and the specifics around it. Maybe release either the specific, or release the intention, or like rework yourself into what's going on there. Over the last few weeks, I was intending to go to yoga as close to every day as possible, but on some days I'm running late. Some days I just don't feel it, and I let myself hold space. I surrender to okay, I'm late to class, which literally means I can't make it because they lock the door. So then what does that mean for the next hour after I've driven my whole time, like driven out to go to yoga? I missed yoga. What am I gonna do in place of that, I'm surrendering to a redirection because I didn't make it for a reason. I can sit and be upset about that, or I can look towards an equivalent of what would make me happy, or what would like still serve me in that same time frame that I was supposed to, you know, be here. Now I'm here. Yeah, like some of you don't do that for yourself. You don't practice like working with redirection as divine protection or an answer of some sort, or space, even just holding space for self. You may resonate with turning up some sound or sound healing, connecting over music, menu. Something about menu and options again is coming around. Someone's just like looking at all their options. Someone's making a choice here. And the choice is going to be clear whether it's you or not. You're literally going to feel it. Especially when you pay attention. Like when you are decided, you notice like your person, you're going to notice if your person's choosing you too or not. When you haven't chosen something, it's not just career or a person. I mean, it's not just a person, it could be career too. But it's like, if you haven't decided, then you're gonna kind of tell when like the other side hasn't decided about you too. Or like you'll be, so like if you haven't decided, you're not going to be able to tell because your energy's like dispersed. But then once you focus on one thing, you'll notice that that person has like, they still need to catch up. Maybe they are still dispersed, they are still chaotic. And then maybe if you're patient enough, you'll notice them start to choose you. Like someone has to start first. Someone has to, you know, choose the commitment first, or choose the career first, and then they match you, and it becomes a contractual, or there's communication of this is we both want this. You know, we both want to dedicate the mutual exchange, whether it's your energy for time, your time for, you know, your time and energy, you know, to hang out, and like maybe they exchange it for dinner, or they exchange it. Some of you are looking at sexual relations, some of you are looking for career exchanges, some of you are just looking to have a good time, no, like regardless of what that looks like. Some of you are more specific than others. As long as you're getting what you want, but being too specific makes you susceptible for disappointment. Because imagine saying the difference between I'm going to have a good day, holding that intention, I'm going to have a good day, versus holding the intention of I'm going to go to work, I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to do this, 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 and when I do all those things, that's me having a good day. But if you start off late to work or late to yoga, suddenly you're not having a good day because you were really specific about that thing needing to go a certain way. Just examples, you can apply whatever details works for you. Like do you get what I mean though? It's like saying, I'm gonna have a good day if I go to yoga, but then if I end up not going to yoga, am I gonna still have a good day? Yeah, of course, but you gotta hold the correct space and the correct, it's like just knowing when an energy is showtime. Someone could really enjoy watching movies and staying in and snuggling. Showtime. Someone could have a dog and yeah, someone could have a dog or a couple dogs. someone's thirsty and also wanting to shake things up. Are you gonna let them? Are you gonna let them shake up your world? Hopefully you got what you needed. Okay, stay magical. Goodbye.